To watch the latest from India Science, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon to get notifications on all the science-related videos.
Namaskar, you are watching SciTech and I am Bhagyashree. A lot about our oceans is unexplored and mysterious. We know a great deal more about Mars and the Moon than our oceans back home. Only recently, scientists identified 12 new deep-sea species in the Atlantic Ocean's deeper reaches. Exciting as this might be, these marine creatures are under threat due to climate change. What are these new species and why are they vulnerable to climate change? Find out in the video.
Oceans cover 70% of the Earth's surface. Still, we don't have a comprehensive picture of what lies in the ocean's deeper parts. From the organisms that inhabit these spaces to hot springs, volcanoes, and mountains. The deep sea is a region that receives minuscule or no sunlight. It starts getting darker from 200 meters below the ocean's surface. On average, oceans are about 3,700 meters deep. The deep sea was considered inhospitable due to the freezing temperatures, low oxygen levels, and high air pressure. But this changed in the late 1800s, when scientists found evidence of life. Recently, 80 researchers joined forces to explore the North Atlantic Ocean's deepest parts. Helping them in this quest were robotic divers designed to spy on the organisms inhabiting the deep sea. Their 4-year-long search led them to 12 new species, including sea mosses, mollusks, and corals. Sponges and deep-sea corals provide food and shelter to other organisms and are called deep-sea cities. Speaking to the BBC, Professor Murray Roberts from the University of Edinburgh said, "It's like understanding that the rainforest is an important place for biodiversity on the land. The same is true of the deep sea. There are important places that need to be protected and crucially, they are all connected." There's more. They also found roughly 35 new species in previously unknown areas. Scientists warn that these organisms, including the undiscovered ones, are at the risk of getting extinct. Their biggest threat is climate change. We know that oceans soak up large chunks of carbon dioxide circulating in the atmosphere. But with atmospheric CO2 levels reaching record levels, the oceans are hard at work absorbing this gas. And this is turning the waters acidic, a phenomena which weakens the health of coral habitats. Eventually, these habitats might lose the ability to support deep-sea creatures. With the discovery of 12 new species, scientists have just scratched the surface. The oceans still need exploring and perhaps more safeguarding from climate change.
When stars meet their end, they die dramatically in what we call a supernova explosion. It is a treat to the eyes when telescopes catch it in action. But have you wondered if it has a sound? Is it appealing or unpleasant to the ear? Watch this video and we'll let you decide. We will also tell you how scientists came up with the sound of a supernova.
Does this music ring any bells? Any guesses? According to NASA, this is the sound of a supernova, the dying gasp of a star. We don't often think of supernovae and sound in the same breath. However, we know of spectacular images thanks to telescopes such as Chandra X-ray Observatory, Hubble Space Telescope, and Spitzer Space Telescope. These telescopes can see what the human eyes cannot: light in X-rays, ultraviolet, near-infrared regions of the electromagnetic spectrum. Human eyes, on the other hand, can only perceive the visible light. But why can't we hear a supernova? To know that, we need to understand how sound travels through the air. Picture yourself standing next to a loudspeaker. The air particles near the instrument vibrates. These particles then collide with other particles in the air, causing them to vibrate as well. This process continues until they reach your eardrum. In space, however, the story is a tad different. Sound waves can travel through the vacuum of space thanks to interstellar gas and dust. But these particles are so far apart that sound waves would take longer to travel. As a result, we cannot hear them. But could we listen to them if we were to convert visual data to an audio file? This question popped into the minds of 3 astrophysicists and musicians working on a project, System Sounds. Teaming up with NASA, the trio recreated the final scream of supernova 1987A by relying on telescopes such as the Hubble and Chandra. They converted the visual data, brightness and position into pitch and volume. For instance, they played louder notes for brighter lights. The experiment did not end with supernova 1987 alone. The team converted the visual data of a supernova remnant known as the Crab Nebula and a cluster of galaxy called Bullet Cluster.
That's all for this episode of SciTech. You can send us your valuable feedback on the email ID flashing on your screen. Also download India Science app or visit our website www.indiascience.in for more such videos. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles as well. Before signing off, here is fact of the day for you.
About 76% of marine creatures are believed to make their own light for communicating, hunting, and more. This is called bioluminescence.